Up next, the Anacleto Rey del Norte, two-tone, pearl white. Check it out. Hi, my name is Jose Macias. We are at Alamo Music in downtown San Antonio. If you like what you see, please visit our website at alamomusic.com. Today we have another Anacleto Rey del Norte, but this one is in pearl white, and it's a two-tone. And what does two-tone mean? It means it's in two keys. And this one is in the key of Mi and in Fa. And what does that mean? That means in the key of E and in F. So with most of our reviews, or actually with all of our reviews, we start from the top. And by the top, I mean right here with the buttons. So this one, it's an Italian line, right, is Anacleto. So normally these are 34 buttons, as we have here. And then we have these are with the pearl. So these are pearl black. So they really kind of contrast with the white. So that's a really nice touch. And then we kind of see that throughout the instrument. But as we move on, we'll get there. Here on the keypad, we have these little designs, little inlays, I say, right, with these little diamonds. They're little black diamonds, right? So I say it's kind of keeping with the theme. This is what I'm talking about, right? On both sides, up here at the top and at the bottom. And then right here on the inside row, on the inside of the inside row. So we have that as well. Moving along, we have the registers. And what are the registers? Those are the ones that control the sound of the accordion and as well as the key. And here we notice that we have two masters. And as I mentioned, it's a two-tone. And with two tones, you have two masters because you have two keys. If it were just one key, there would be one master. So even if we don't know what key it is, we can tell that it's in two because of the double master on the register, right? So with that, it comes with the violin right here and then with the clarinet setting. And does that mean that it sounds like a violin or a clarinet? Not really. It just kind of gives it that sort of sound by, okay, here we notice that the master has two buttons, right? I mean, two, you see this little design? It has two little black dots. And what do those mean? Those mean that the accordion has two reeds. And then we notice here on the clarinet and on the violin, we only have one. So what does that mean, as I'm saying here? That means is that the violin, it covers one side up, and the clarinet, it covers the other side up. So there's only one reed activated at that point. So it kind of gives a sound of like a reeded instrument, which is a clarinet, and the violin, well, I guess they think it just sounded like a violin, and that's what they named it. So that's a little bit of that. So we move on to the grill, and the grill here, once again, we see the theme of this kind of smokiness. So I like that touch. The grills are always beautiful on these Anacletos, on these Hohners. So here we have the little Hohner man, right, the emblem. I like that. And of course here, right, stamp of Hohner, that inlay, of course, the beautiful, they're sticking with it, so I love that too. And let's move on to the back. I don't want to move this too much because in the light, this accordion shines beautifully. So if you're on stage, get this one. You see, here we have the bellow protector. And what does that do? It protects the bellows. And why do the bellows need protection? Well, because as you're playing, and if you don't have one of these, the friction which created with, this sort of area, your torso area, your chest area, it tends to scratch this up, even tearing this up, and even to the point where, it exposes this at times. It can get pretty severe. So, and literally like all the way up. So I've seen some pretty bad cases of this. So most lines, economical, modest accordion lines don't come with this. This is sort of like an add-on, but when you get more on these higher end models, these are sort of standard. So thank you, Hohner, as I say, for adding that in. And then here, right, we have the bellow straps, which are, like I'm saying, they're keeping with that theme. It's kind of smoked out. The same here with the shoulder straps and the little snap-ons, and of course the grill screw. So they've kept it throughout. So it looks beautiful. So let's see what the inside of the bellows look like. So look at that. Check that out. It's black on the inside. I thought they would keep with that theme, so I liked it. So thank you, Hohner, for providing that as well, for going the extra mile. Thank you. So let's move on to the bass side, the bass reeds. The bass reeds with most Anacletos, and I say most because there is one model that does, but check out our previous videos because we did do a review on that one. So check that out. Most of these do not come with the bass reed. So if you're looking for the bass reeds, I'm sorry, you would have to order those separately, extra. So if you want that, visit alamomusic.com. And we can square that away for you. With all that being said, let's take a listen. Now that I've played it, what do you think? And do me a favor, leave it in the comments because I'm curious. I want to know. What do I think? Like, and I've said this before, it's an Anacleto. It's a high-end model. It plays amazingly because they're handcrafted, they take their time. And not that they don't on any other accordions, right? But this model, you can just feel that they put the time and the effort into this model when you play it, right? The action is great. It has great response. And by action, I mean, you know, how the buttons respond to your playing. It's great. And then, okay, let's talk about the two-tone, right? What is it for? Well, let's say your vocal range is maybe different from one song to the next. So you want to go from like E to F or any of the keys that are related to that. That's what that's for. So if you're looking for something that's going to give you that sort of versatility, instead of picking up one accordion to the next, because a lot of times as accordion players, that's what we have to do, you have two boxes in one. We've recently been reviewing the Anacleto models, and for those who have been noticing, at least I kind of think so, the sound is a little quieter. Some have even described it as kind of muffled, as in comparison to, let's say, a Corona 2 or a C2, or even, you know, we're even going to say a Panther, right, a Hohner Panther. But if you're, I will say this, these are made for like the professionals, those who are gigging in the studio. So if you're worried about the sound or the loudness of it, that's easily taken care of with your engineer. Just kind of turn up the volume on your microphone and you're good to go. If you're interested in this Anacleto Rey del Norte or any Anacleto model, or for that matter, any Hohner instrument, please visit our website at alamomusic.com. If you like our videos, please like and subscribe. We have more coming. Thank you all for watching.